set for football now from snowy Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Play action this time with Love. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw now. Here's Love. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 5. Elliott running right. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bryce Love with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? And I think the ball's out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And this is going to be Packer football.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On first down, here's Love. And some room to work. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, Love. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give running right is Love. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First down, Love to pass. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On first down, it's Love. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They start on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down carry by Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that
he's got a man complete, and he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Love from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, Prescott stripped, and the Packers pick it up. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Love looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Love. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Working out of the gun, Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. Going to give it to Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And now
flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 54.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
88 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. That's right. 3. Alert 3.
2nd and 5 now. Love. And it's complete to Adams. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Looking deep for Adams. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
48.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Love. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down Packers. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing. Love. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.